Dear all, welcome back to our session. Thank you very much for those that have remained up to this moment. Let's now proceed with the interactive session and the open discussion with the IMCs. And I'll show you how it will take place. Usaima, please advance with the slide, please. We want, first of all, collect from you all ideas and proposals. Some of them we have already received during Robert's speech for actions and to define the shared EuroHub strategy. Starting by asking you some questions that I have defined together with the help of colleagues. I would like to thank Alfred Harler from Austria, Kim Karm from Finland, Gunnar Lindebo from Sweden, together with Ruggero Hessler, Switzerland, and Professor Mark van Twist from the Netherlands. So it is just the beginning of a sort of working group together. And we have identified the 9 questions. Please, Usaima, go ahead with the slide. The second slide, please. Yes, here we have 9 simple questions, which would like to stimulate ideas and proposal of actions. This will be asked in a parallel session. We have created 3 breakout rooms, one of which will have a moderator. Please, Usaima, show the structure of the breakout sessions. Session number 1 with the moderator Kim Karm from Finland, who will work in group. You will have 20 minutes. We want to receive answers, idea regarding these 3 basic questions. Second group, moderator Gunnar Lindebo, and the third one, the moderator Alfred Harler. Least but not last, because we have a question regarding the Konstantinos International Award and the idea to have an European version of the Konstantinos. So I ask kindly Usaima to activate the breakout sessions, and then we will back together in 20 minutes. And the moderator will sum up the answers, but to support and to help all of you, we have created a questionnaire in a Google form matter, which will be distributed, the link of the questionnaire, in order to let you think a little bit more about the question till the end of this week. And so no problem, don't worry if you are not able to answer completely today, because you will have time to do it till the end of the week. So let's go in the breakout rooms. Welcome back. Was it interesting? Welcome back. Welcome back to the main session. I hope that you did a good job collecting ideas and proposals for our strategy. Thank you very much. Who would like to start with reporting? Room 1. We have not so many time. We were perfectly on time before, but now we have to hurry up. And we have at least five minutes each for each group.
Okay.
Kim?
If we start with room 1, so the results of our discussions are very easy to report. We had a lively discussion and no conclusions. No, in fact, we could notice that these are very good questions, and perhaps the basic questions we should answer before we answer any other questions. So we should have this up in the discussion within the EuroHub in a bigger context. We were talking about our stakeholders and of course the benefits of the ICMCI EuroHub, which is perhaps the most important part when we talk about what the EuroHub is doing. But before that, we should really talk about for whom we are important and also who we are as ICMCI EuroHub, and that was perhaps what we were mostly struggling on. Anyone want to comment from the session one? So our proposal is that EuroHub should discuss this further in a more formalized way and with a better timetable.
But this is in any case an outcome, so it reveals the interest of going ahead with exploring who we are, where we want to go. So thank you very much, Kim, and all the colleagues who attended room 1. Thank you very much. Gunnar, room 2.
Yeah, that's great. We have three questions to discuss, and we spoke freely and around these questions. And the questions were, what would you expect from the ICMCI EuroHub? What's the expectations? What would the expectations with professional development from the ICMCI EuroHub? And the third one, which are our strengths and weaknesses. And it was a good discussion, and I don't think we have any really clear answers, but some, how to say, some seeds to discuss further on. But there were some discussions about that. I mean, the all-over strategy is to grow the value of being a member of the ICMCI, and to be able to do that, it's a coordination with the FIARCO, for instance, to grow the market position in a way. We also said that it's interesting to have it more formalized relationship to, of course, EU, but also organization outside EU. I mean, for instance, UK and other markets. It could be the Euro-free trade associations, for instance. Another thing is that with the more centralized regulation body, we could avoid to at the institutes by themselves invent local regulations or local strategies, which is not very useful in the long term. We talked about the strength and challenges, and challenges, of course, that we have to build the value even more for the members, to be a member and to pay the fees and so on. And there were some ideas about that we maybe should have, and we already have started, the more continuous meetings and more continuous interactions, and not only meeting once a year or so. So that was very short remarks. So please, from the group, add some of our discussions, what we talked about. Feel free to comment on that.
I think you summed that up very well, Gunnar. I think on the downside, we all recognize that it's very good to have these aspirations, but with aspirations goes the need for resources.
Yeah.
And that is an area where we find some difficulty, which needs resolving somehow.
You're absolutely right. Thank you for that comment, Nick. And I relate it to Sweden, which is my home market, where we are such a thoroughly quite a small institute. And with that goes that minimum resources to grow it, to grow the institute as well. So that goes, if you're small, it's very difficult to get bigger, to say. But I think that is the idea, but we cooperate in the EuroHub to get the, how to say, help with the strategy. So, okay, so we're done in the group 2.
Thank you, Gunnar, also for your resume. And then room 3, Alfred.
Yes, many thanks. We didn't discuss, we fill in our ideas all in the chat, and I point out now some of them. First question was, what do you think is a trigger for your members to gain the CMC designation? And ideas was high level of standard and visibility, to be recognized as a professional in the profession, being part of an international community recognized by the world. And what are the benefits becoming CMC? How should we use it? And what can we gain with CMC certificate? Was more a question. Being able to work within the international standards was an idea. Another was insist to the European authority for recognize the CMC title, visibility and proof of qualification. Another was provide higher standards to clients to select the consultants. Insist to the European authority for recognize the CMC title. CMC title should be a requirement for grants. High image is very important. So CMC has a high image. More organization events to promote CMC participations. This was the question number 1 and the ideas. And the second question was, do you know how to leverage the Konstantinos International Award benefits? And the ideas are top image as a winner, being recognized by an independent organization. Independence in the, okay, I don't know the word. Press release from ICMCI saying I'm the best is an important thing. PR without costs, being proven as a good practice against high-level standards. PR, highlighting the importance of consulting on an international level. High image for the profession because on stage is the client and the consultant. We have an international and national Konstantinos, not at the European level. We should have that, promote the Konstantinos in Europe. Ambassador system should be more intensive. Link the Konstantinos Award with the EU cultural professional commissions. Best way to get in touch with commissioners. Promote people with CMC, organize the event to promote them. So let's work together, CMC and Konstantinos Award. Should every company know who are certified CMC consultants and showing on stage? Networking, sharing, through knowledge sharing events. The Konstantinos Europe is important to become attractive and show top image. This was the ideas for the Konstantinos. And the last question was, how can we expand the ICMCI EuroHub, promote EuroHub to the social web to connect European management consultants not linked now with IMC, for example, the French, the Belgian, the Spain colleagues. Connection to European government, influence in Brussels, influence procurement in Brussels, begin with the name ICMCI Europe change, coming from Alfred. BR campaign, social media to start to be known and with a low budget. Discover opportunity and way to influence Europe commissioners to consider ICMCI Europe and being voice of the profession in Europe. Well, that was the result of our group. We didn't discuss, we just fill in our ideas into the chat so that no idea is lost.
Thank you very much, Alfred, and I ask all the moderator to collect the ideas. Most of them are really answers in order to have all this back to us. And of course, if we have a question, we should find the answers because if you want to go ahead with our strategy. Now we have to come to the end of this meeting. I hope that it was interesting for you, was a moment to share ideas and plan for the future. I would like to organize other meetings before the annual meeting of delegates in Jordan in this 2 or 3 months in order to go more into the details of the outcomes of today. So I will, if you are available, I will invite all the EuroHub IMCs to join further meeting and work on this. We started with a few ideas and actions. Robert, I would like to.
Can I just ask a very practical question?
Yeah.
We as a moderator, should we send in the answer in the Google form, or how would you like to?
I ask you as a moderator to write in the slides the outcome of each room. Then we have distributed the full list of answers to let people, participants, to add more, because you did an exercise divided into groups, so 3 questions for each one, so not all the questions, and leave till the end of the week, hopefully to receive more suggestions.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you again. Robert, would you like to add anything?
I want to say thank you for all of you to attend and for your contributions to the discussions. I hope that the issues of the hubs are handled in the new policy in a way that all these ideas can be converted into action. We will send out the new policy, as I said, in a couple of weeks when everything, the final wording and editing is ready. And I would love to get in touch with you and discuss it and find something that can be improved. It is a policy and it is something that the board agrees on. It's not that we need a resolution for, but it needs to be accepted by everybody. It's not in terms of a formal accepting, but in bringing this resolution into life. And as I understood, we have the same understanding of the role of the board. The boards are, the role of the hubs. The hubs are so important to connect on a regional level and to give a platform for the consultants to connect on a regional level. Many consultants want to connect within their region and not necessarily on the global level as a first step. And then at the next step, maybe they want to be connected to Singapore, for example. Lydia, you're right to me on my screen, or to Canada. Chris is on the other side of my picture. So I think that is who else than ICMCI should provide this platform? There's no other organization that is in a position to do that and is able to do that. And I would love to learn more about the required resources, and if the resources really are the big limitation factor. I think it's many of the things can be done with the existing resources, but of course to a certain extent. But we need to be clear how do the existing resources limit and accept this limit, or shall we move it in the next step? And that's something, let's do it step by step, and not starting with we cannot do, but starting with what can we do with the existing resources. So thank you again. Very good discussions. I'm very, very proud of the EuroHub, the same as I'm proud of other hubs, but I'm a little bit closer to the Europeans, a little bit closer. So hope to see you soon in the next time. If there's anything we can do for you, I can do for you, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. You all have my my email or phone number, whatever. And let's try to use the time until our meeting in Amman as best as possible. And the more efficient we are until Amman, the more efficient we can be in Amman. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Robert. Let me say thank you for all the participants who remained so long in this meeting. But a special thanks to the colleagues who supported me in this month in organizing this event. I mean, Alfred Harf from Austria, Gunnar Lindebo from Sweden, Ruggero Esler from Switzerland, Karma from Finland, and Nick and Mark van Twist from the Netherlands. And of course, least but not last, the excellent support of Kuzeima and Rima. Thank you very much and see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.